We live in the days, 2025, that people are no longer looking up to God. People are looking up to their bank account. People are looking up to their friends. People are looking up to their money. People are looking up to their family. People are looking up to their business. People are looking up to institutions. People look out only for religious activities. New Year, they will go to church. Easter, they will go to church. Birthday, they will go to church. And when there is maybe their wedding coming up or some activity coming up, that is when they are very punctual in church, because they know that they want all the church members to come to their wedding. So now, even if they don't belong to any church, that is when they begin to find a church. And then when they find a church, they begin to mingle with everybody, just so the day of the wedding, they can invite people and the wedding will be what? Beautiful, because they believe in crowd. People who are looking out for crowd and not looking out for Jesus. Now, because of this nature of man, the fallen state of man, looking up to men more than God, so much is going on in our lives today that we are crying and asking God, why me? Why me? And it's not God who did it to us. Am I speaking to anybody? Most of us are going through situations right now, terrible situations, heartbreaking situations. Most of us are going through anxiety, depression, heart attack. People are dying before their time. And it's not because God took his hand off these people, but these people took their eyes off from God. Am I speaking to anybody? Because the moment you shift your gaze from God, that day you begin to lose your essence in life. That day you begin to lose your purpose. That day, the scripture that says, I have come so you may have life and have it in abundance, your life begin to depreciate. Do you not know that it's not only your money or your wealth that can depreciate? You see, when we have stocks or when we buy stocks, we monitor the Wall Street more than we monitor anything in life. Have you ever seen somebody who is trading stocks? They keep their eyes on the phone. Even in church, they be looking. Oh, the stocks is going up. Yeah, I can make money right now. They don't take their eyes off, because when you take your eyes off in a moment, you can lose that money. But how many of us are able to gaze onto Jesus with expectations, with hope, with faith, like we do to our money? There are people who wake up in the morning and the first thing they check is their bank account, especially when the bank account is looking very good. When they check it, they get excited. They feel a sense of security. I got money. Until the money is gone, then they begin to fall into anxiety. They begin to fall into depression. They begin to panic, and their life begin to depreciate, because every time you are panicking, every time you are afraid, every time your heart misses a beat, it's like your heart begins to become weak and weak and weak and weak. And then the doctor will look at you and say you have a heart condition. The doctor will look at you and say your heart is weak. So even if God made you a promise, and the promise is supposed to be fulfilled at the age of 70, you may not look and live up to 70 because of the nature of the way of life you are living. So what happens is that because your heart kept becoming weak and weaker and weaker, you die before the time. You get heart conditions, you get health issues, and boom, you lose your life. But what if you looked at Jesus? People say they have faith, but their faith and the kind of faith they have is the faith that they have in the big building that they have built. They have faith in their ability. Oh, I have been to school and I have my degree, so I can make it in life. But I have seen people who have PhD and still cannot even find a job. We live in a days where even people who have graduated are struggling to make ends meet. That is why tell your neighbor you need Jesus. And tell yourself, I need Jesus.